गोटे मारते तुले पागल बनलीस ना. मंथली में पैसे बचत राहते किती पैसे देऊन दे मतलब नाही एवढे कमावते देवाला मी करते. पैसे आपण म्हणलं नाही ना त्याचे का त्याने देवाचे नवे तुझे होय त्याने दिलं ना तुझे ठेवून दिला होता म्हणते त्याने पैसे पहिले दिला होता म्हणते काका करची दवाखाना ढक्कस गेलो ना तर खाऊले या 40 रुपये द्या 12 होते. सांगा नाही ना विचारलीस मला विचारलीस
हॅलो Madam, good evening. Yeah.
Good evening.
This is Dr. Karthik Panikar here.
हाँ sir, good evening. Very good.
Good evening. शायद आपका थोड़ा ना वो लाइट का इशू है.
अच्छा, एक मिनट. हाँ सर.
हाँ, थोड़ा लाइट फोकस कर लीजिए
हाँ
प्लीज.
हाँ हाँ, एक मिनट. शौनक, शौनक, हे सगळे लाईट्स लाव ना. Now it's clear, sir.
Yeah, it's much better now.
Now it's better, na?
Much better now. Yeah.
Camera.
Yeah, camera is okay. I mean, if you can just lower down the screen, that would be better.
Yes, sir. Yes.
अपने तरफ थोड़ा झुका लीजिए स्क्रीन को, क्योंकि आप थोड़ा बहुत दूर है ऐसा लग रहा है स्क्रीन से. हाँ हाँ हाँ. We cannot see complete I mean face of yours. हाँ, थोड़ा नीचे की तरफ झुकाइए उसको अपने तरफ. हाँ, now it's better. Now it's better.
It's better ना, complete ना. हाँ.
Yeah, now it's okay.
My voice is clear.
Voice is very clear, madam. Very clear.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. Sir, I have to share the screen, huh?
Yeah. Once we start, I will enable the screen sharing as well.
Yes, sir.
I'm just waiting to admit people. Once they are all there, principal sir is also likely to join us.
Okay, sir.
So.
Which language is more comfortable for the student?
A mix of English and Marathi would do.
Okay.
Yeah, say 50-50 would be okay.
Okay. Many of the students, whether Hindi speaking students are there?
There are some Hindi speaking students as well, but they might be in minority. If you are comfortable in Hindi, then we can make it Hindi and Marathi, Hindi and English as well. Not an issue. Hindi people here understand.
They understand Marathi.
Yeah, they understand Marathi also.
Yes.
Yeah. The supervisor of our junior college, Dr. Dhaneshwar Gopale sir, has joined us. You might be able to see him, Dhaneshwar Gopale sir. He is the supervisor of the junior college.
हेलो Hello.
Yeah, madam.
Sir, I am admitting the students whenever I get the notification.
You don't have to worry, madam. I am doing it.
Achha.
I am doing it. Yeah. I've just made you co-host in case anything
Yeah.
goes wrong.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
case anything goes wrong with my net connectivity,
Okay.
I have made you a co-host. You don't have to worry about adding those students. I am adding it. And we are streaming it live on YouTube as well.
Yes,
So
yes, sir.
many of them would be watching it on YouTube live as well.
Yes, sir. Shaunak.
I can see Dr. Sridhar Sharma has joined us. I don't know if he has switched on his video, but I can see him having joined the meeting actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Good evening, Shradha sir. He muted himself.
शर्मा सर आपने म्यूट किया हुआ है क्या? I suppose there is some issue with his video. Principal sir has joined us. Just a minute. Sir, good evening. Sir, good evening. Can you hear me, sir?
Your voice is low. Let me check your laptop voice. Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Is it okay now, sir?
Yeah. Is it okay?
Yeah, sir. Good evening.
Good
We
evening.
have with us our resource person, Shradha Deshpande, madam.
Yeah.
Hello. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
The principal of our college, Dr. Vikas Domne, sir.
Yes, sir. Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste.
Sir, with your kind permission, can we start now?
Minal madam has joined?
नहीं, I suppose she said कि आप लोग चालू करिए, मैं आती हूँ करके. She might be in some meeting. So we'll proceed.
Okay.
So.
एक minute, madam. I mean, just a few lines of introduction, and then sir will say a couple of lines, and then we'll start.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Good evening to all of you.
Madam, please stop the screen sharing.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, I will stop.
Yeah. Okay.
Students have already joined, no?
Yeah. Students have joined. Some are there on Zoom and some are there on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Just a minute. Yeah. Good evening to all of you. Dear students, faculty members of Nagar Parishad, Gandhi Vidyalaya and Junior College, Bandara, faculty members of J.M. Patel College, J.M. Patel Arts, Commerce and Science College, Bandara, Degree College and Junior College, the resource person of today's guest lecture that we have organized, Shrimati Shradha Deshpande from Poddar College, Mumbai, the principal of our college, honorable principal of our college, Dr. Vikas Domne sir, and all my dear students. Today we have organized this guest lecture on study skills of chemistry. Now, just a brief background about this teaching assistance project that we have started. Madam, I'd like to give you a brief introduction to the teaching assistance project. Actually, we have a junior college which is adjacent to our college, which is run by Nagar Parishad, Bandara. And it's one of the older institutions of Bandara, not only Bandara town, but Bandara district as well. But because of the retirement of teachers in the last couple of years, they haven't been having staff for junior college. So the assistant collector of Bandara, who was the chief officer of Nagar Parishad Bandara approached the principal of our college and requested us to conduct some online classes for these students. And she came up with a brilliant idea. I mean, she offered internship to our students. I mean, and that is how this teaching assistance project came up. I mean, the principal of a college immediately accepted this proposal, and he directed the internal quality assurance cell to go ahead with the project. Now we have been having lectures on a daily basis. At least one we have every day. On some days we have 2 lectures as well. Now all these undergraduate students of ours are conducting these classes for the students, 12th standard students of this Nagar Parishad Gandhi Vidyalaya. And that has been a very enriching and learning experience for our students as well. I mean, we could have, of course, asked our junior college faculty members also to do it, but then I mean, we wanted this our students also to get an exposure into the teaching profession, the difficulties. I mean, to an outsider it seems that teaching is an easy job, but we all know it's a very challenging task, and to retain students for 40-45 minutes is a difficult task. It has been a very enriching experience for our students as well. And let me tell you that some of our students have actually conducted wonderful classes for these students. We have been receiving a very good review regarding the conduct of the classes by our students. For the students, I would like to introduce our resource person. The resource person for today's guest lecture, as I have told you, is Srimati Shradha Deshpande. She is presently working as a lecturer in chemistry at Shet Anandilal Poddar Junior College, Santa Cruz West, Mumbai. Students के लिए मैं ये बताना चाहूंगा कि there is hardly any body of the board where madam has not worked. She has been a moderator for chemistry subject for the last 10 years, almost 10 years now, and she has a very good hold about the marking scheme of the board, the paper pattern, and she will be giving us some very valuable tips as to how to do well in chemistry. Chemistry, we all know, is a very difficult subject, very challenging subject, and it is not easy to score marks. It's almost, I mean, if you do well, you get good marks. It's almost like mathematics to a great extent, but we all know it is challenging also. And I would like to tell a few more things about madam. She is not one of those teachers who decided to sit home and take rest in this COVID-19 pandemic. In this COVID-19 pandemic, she was busy developing tools to teach chemistry to far-flung students of far-flung regions of Maharashtra. And she has conducted these online sessions for almost all the reputed institutions in Maharashtra. I'll just like to name some of them. Vidya Pratishthan College, Baramati, which is managed by Honorable Sharad Pawar ji, we all know. Vinayak Rai Deshmukh College, Nagpur, Rai Soni College, Nagpur, SB Patil College of Science, Pune, Sinhagad College of Science, Pune, and there are some, I mean, so the list is long, some other institutions in Vidarbha as well. Madam, hats off to all the efforts that you have put in. You have decided not to sit and take things lying down. In fact, you have developed your own tools to teach chemistry online to these students. We are privileged to have you with us today. I now request the principal of our college, Dr. Vikas Domne sir, to deliver the welcome address, and then it would be over to you, madam.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Karthik. And I welcome Srimati Shradha Deshpande, madam. Virtually, we are meeting online because of this latest technology. And happy to know that during Corona pandemic also, you are very instrumental and taking a lot of efforts, conduct and guiding the students and the staff of various reputed institutions in Maharashtra. And you are there in a very reputed institute, St. Anandilal Poddar Junior College at Santa Cruz. So I welcome you for this presentation, today's presentation, and I extend my thanks also for this our innovative teaching assistant project that has been initiated by uh, Miss Minal Karanwal Madam, who is assistant collector when she was in charge of a couple of weeks as a CEO of Bhandara Nagar Parishad. The idea clicked to her mind, and then she make it a dream project that why not to help the students of Nagar Parishad Gandhi Vidyalaya, which has its own legacy, the oldest institution, oldest school in Bhandara. And then she came to know that the students are suffering because there is no sufficient staff to teach the student, particularly the science faculty students. And then she came to know that Bhandara is one of the big institution in Bhandara. J.M. Patel College is one of the biggest institution, and then she could approach us, and then we have accepted that, and thereafter the story has started. So with just invitation and offer from Madam, we accepted that invitation and then that challenge, and then we discuss I discussed with my faculties and all. Minal Madam has already visited the college, and then she gets confirm herself that J.M. Patel College is capable of doing this project, student assistant project, teaching assistant project for the students of Gandhi Vidyalaya. And then we started identifying the students, particularly the BSc final year students.
Yes, sir.
We started identifying BSc final year students who are interested in teaching, because as you know that teaching is an art. It's not an easy job. Out of my experience, I have seen since last more than 36 years, I'm in teaching field. And out of my experience, I can definitely say that the teachers who are having so many degrees and publish so many papers, but he may not be a good teacher when he entered in the class. At the same time, a teacher who is not having a minimum eligibility and he starts teaching, and if he acquires the teaching skill, so he becomes lovable for all the students. He becomes popular amongst the students because of his teaching skills. So that's why I said teaching is an art. While teaching the students, you are a postgraduate or you are a PhD holder, and the students are just 18-year-old in the 12th or 11th class. So you are having your huge knowledge, and then you have to transform your knowledge to the students of 11th and 12th. It means you have to degrade yourself.
Yes.
You have to come to the mental level of the students. You have to reach to the mental level of the student and start delivering your knowledge, start transforming your knowledge, and then student will immediately accept it. If you maintain your status of PhD and MSc and all before the 11th or 12th class student, then they will never accept it. They will never understand it. And that's why I said that the teaching is an art. So one has to learn that art to become a good teacher.
Yes, sir.
And the students which we have identified, that first thing we have seen that whether they have the inclination towards the teaching, where they have the interest towards the teaching or not, because the final year student, they themselves are having their own studies also, and we have convinced them that your study should not be disturbed, your study should not be suffer because of this online teaching, and you can take out this. Of course, one can take out the time for the good cause, and most of the students agree. We train them. My faculty members have trained the students, and now the story is going on. So in this series, couple of lectures have been attended engaged by my students and attended by Gandhi Vidyalaya. I got the feedback. The students are very happy. And when the happiness of the students, when we came to know, then the teacher relax.
Yes.
Teacher also feel happy when the students are happy. So last time I said we celebrate Teachers Day on 5th September every day. Now we are celebrating this Teachers Day for the couple of months. Now the students are the teacher. They are teaching to the students of Gandhi Vidyalaya. So now the credit not goes to J.M. Patel College. The credit goes to Meenal Madam, because this is the innovative idea which she has floated, and that we have accepted, and we are just implementing it. So that spark she has created amongst the staff and students by physically visiting the college and all. So credit definitely goes to her also. And our students are working hard, because when one has to teach in the class, and that too online teaching is quite difficult than offline teaching. When one has to teach online, then for the purpose of teaching, a teacher should be prepared for all. We don't know from which corner of the class anybody can raise the question. Anybody can ask the question. So teacher must be clear his or her concept before entering into the online class or the offline class. And for this, the students of final year students, they are revision is, they are doing the revision of their 11th and 12th, what they studied, what new things have been added, and they are also enjoying that teaching, the feedback which I got. And there is a good news that yesterday there was a flash and one news on every TV channel. Those who have seen about Ranjit Singh Disle. I would like to particularly mention about Ranjit Singh Disle, who belongs to Solapur district, a small place, a small village, Jhedpi Jilla Parishad school. He is a teacher, just a 27-year-old man. He is a teacher at Jilla Parishad school at Solapur district, not at Solapur proper, in maybe one of the town. And he has been awarded $1 million Global Teacher Prize yesterday. That is really a proud moment for the Indian, for the teaching fraternity, that a teacher from Jilla Parishad, the teacher not from convent school, from high standard convent school, a teacher from Jilla Parishad school, Mr. Ranjit Singh Disle has owned 1 million. 1 million means about 7.4 crores. It amounts to 7.4 crore rupees. With this, he has been awarded with this prize. And then his statement came today in the newspaper that he will spend this 50% of this prize money for the education of the girls. He has announced today. There is a news in today's newspaper. He will spend 50% of this prize money for the education of the girls, and the 50% of remaining prize money for the finalists. Still the competition is going on there, and there will be total 7 finalists in the competition, and he has declared that the 50% amount he will distribute among the 7 finalists. So what a great man. I think the people will start doing a research and PhD on Ranjit Singh Disle now. So what magic he has done in teaching, that too in a rural school of Jilla Parishad. So what really innovative. See, this is the world of innovation. One has to be innovative. You have to go to the micro level. It's a micro level innovation that you have to do. And if you do something new in this world, the world will follow you. Within an overnight, you will become famous, rich and famous in the world. So in this world of internet and that social media, there are very chances for anybody, for any students to do anything new, anything innovative, and to become a rich and famous. So this Ranjit Singh Displays is the best example now. And we, being a teacher, we salute Mr. Ranjit Singh Display that he has honored not only Maharashtra, not only India, but globally he has been honored, and the India's name is there at the global level that the best teacher is one from the India. So that's why the teaching profession is a prestigious profession. One should always, people have highest respect. In fact, I want to tell the students who are here online that in United States, the highest regard has been given not to the any doctor or successful engineer or doctor. The highest regard is for the teachers. There are so many benefits given by the US government to the teachers. The teachers are at the topmost level. The social scientists are the topmost level, and then comes the doctors and engineers. So teachers have very high regard in United States. In our Indian culture also, since from 1,000 years, there is a Guru Shishya Parampara. We have our own culture and we have a high regard for the teacher. And definitely this will continue. And I feel that few more Ranjit Singh Display to come. Few more Ranjit Singh Display to come out from the hidden talents at the global platform. So this is really a good news for the teaching fraternity. So I welcome Shradha Deshpande madam. I think Minal madam, I could see her. She has also joined out of her busy schedule. And I thanks to my teachers also, those who are guiding the students, the teachers of Gandhi Vidyalaya, the teachers of junior college, particularly the Dr. Dhaneshwar Gopale, who is a supervisor in junior college, and the IQAC, the internal quality assurance cell, because this is going to help us also. On either side, on one side, the Gandhi Vidyalaya students have been benefited. On other side, we have some mandatory criteria from the NAC, National Accreditation and Assessment Council, NAC Council. So that will, this project will add to our college profile that we have done something new during this corona pandemic. And that's why, thanks to my teachers and the students also, students of J.M. Patel College, and a big thanks to Minal madam for her initiative and giving us this idea of doing something new. So thank you very much. So over to you, Karthik. I think Minal madam want to say something. Please request her to say a few words. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. I mean, it's always said that good teachers come up with solutions, not with problems. So we hope that we'll all be good teachers and we'll be inspired by this young man from Solapur. Madam, would you like to say a couple of words?
Yes, Dr. Karthik.
Yeah. Please, madam.
Yes. So firstly, a very, very good evening to everybody that's joined the meeting, Principal Sir, Dr. Karthik, and also the special guest for the meeting here, Dr. Shradha Deshpande, if I'm right. Thank you so much for joining in the meeting and really willing to help the students, because I remember, I think 15-20 days before, I was talking to Dr. Panikar and he was like, I've talked to this teacher about teaching our students, and she's been teaching out of her own volition to hundreds of students chemistry, and her basics are amazing. And I just love how expertise is combined with compassion here, because you're an expert with your subject and also you're compassionate to students that would be joining us here. So both ways, I think a big thank you from my side, because there was this little thought that I had a month ago, and I had mailed it to JM Patel saying that there are the smiles of the students that we can sponsor, because they are going through a phase where they don't have teachers, and they don't have that kind of access that probably students in this country privileged sections would be having. Because I think one of the biggest challenges that corona has posed to all of us is education. I mean, health is something that's pacing up, and then we're talking about vaccines, and we're talking about travel, but no one talks about education and its infrastructure. Even now, we have students staying in parts of the city that don't have that kind of internet access to join us here, and that just makes the entire scenario extremely challenging. So this was a small effort, it's just like a centimeter of growth for the centipede that stands as the Indian administration. And the amount of help that I've gotten from JM Patel has been humongous. I mean, there's just a seed, and there's, Dr. Panikar comes in, pours the water, and then Mr. Dhomne is the sunlight, and then we have teachers like you that are like the air and the oxygen. So that seed would have been nothing
Converting into
had it not
yes.
been for your support. So थैंक्स अ लॉट. और गांधी विद्यालय के जितने बच्चे यहाँ पे आज जुड़े हुए हैं, जितने भी जुड़े हुए हैं और जितने क्लासेस कर रहे हैं, मेरे पास एक फिगर आई है 19 कि 19 बच्चे ये क्लास कर रहे हैं जनरली. तो उनको मैं बहुत धन्यवाद बोलना चाहूंगी, बिकॉज कारण ये है कि ये इनिशिएटिव क्या था, क्या प्रकल्प है, मैडम ने क्या लॉन्च किया है, तुमने बिना सोचे समझे वो अटेंड किया है. मैं जानती हूँ कि सबकी कोचिंग चालू है, अब तो स्कूल भी चालू है, उसके बावजूद ये 19-20 बच्चे फिलहाल अटेंड कर रहे हैं, तो उनको बहुत बहुत थैंक यू. और मैं खुद, मेरा नंबर आप अपने नागोसे सर से ले सकते हैं, और मैं बिल्कुल कॉल कर सकते हो, आप मुझे मैसेज कर सकते हो बताने के लिए मैडम ये चल रहा है, ये नहीं चल रहा है, ऐसे मदद मिल रही है, ऐसे नहीं मिल रही है. तो बहुत बहुत ज्यादा धन्यवाद आपका, क्योंकि आपके लिए ही है ये प्रोजेक्ट, और आप अच्छा करोगे अपने एग्जाम्स में और आगे भी अच्छा करोगे तो हमें और खुशी होगी. मुझे इससे कुछ नहीं मिल रहा, मैडम को कुछ नहीं मिल रहा, सर को कुछ नहीं मिल रहा, हमें मिलती है तो थोड़ी सी ये क्या बोलते हैं, थोड़ी सी खुशी कि आप लोग को हम किसी भी तरीके से मदद कर पा रहे हैं. तो उनको भी धन्यवाद. और I think I won't take much time. Thank you so much, madam, for being here, and then it's all over to you, and you can take your class.
Thank you, madam. Thank you so much. I mean, I know, I mean, you were in a meeting and you just found time to join us. Thank you so much. It means a lot to all of us.
I was actually on my way back home, and I was in the car when I joined, and I was just hoping that before Dr. Karthik says that Meenal madam is here, I reach home and I say something. So that was the thing. But
thank you so much. It means a lot to all of us, Madam Shradha Deshpande, it's all over to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Whether I am audible, sir?
Yeah, absolutely fine.
Absolutely. Yes. Before starting my session, I must congratulate the principal of the J.M. Patel College, Dr. Dhomne sir, Dr. Karthik sir, and I am very much what I say that is whenever I see these young girls and they are doing all that is, whenever they get whatever that is, they are having the authority or out of way, if they are doing something for the students, I get very much astonished. I am so happy for this young girl, Meenal ma'am, that is she is having some passion for her work. She has to do some work for the students of the Gandhi Vidyalaya. In Mumbai also there are lot of colleges. They don't have the internet access, and basically what happened when I start this work, I used to take the online lectures from the month of May. I am working in the Podar. Podar is a very big management all over India. The Podar schools are there. So we are having all that infrastructure and everything. But when I ask some of my friends from some parts of the Maharashtra, I got to know students, that is, they are not getting, the colleges are closed due to the pandemic, and students are not having the internet. They don't know the idea how to study the chemistry. The 12th science is not that much easy. It's a vast chemistry, physics, bio. And out of that, some thought process, I developed this small module, how to study the all chapters in the 12th science chemistry. We are having the 16 chapters in the chemistry. So how to study? So it's my very little effort to give some direction, to the student. So before starting, before wasting my time, I will start my session. So dear student, I am putting one slide. So before starting the session, it's my ritual, that is I will start with the prayer. So Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrutyonma Amrutam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. हा, तर मुलांनो, तुम्ही सगळ्यांनी या प्रेयरच्या बाजूला एक छान कोट दिलेला आहे. ते कोट लक्षात ठेवायचं आहे. टू सक्सीड इन युअर मिशन यू मस्ट हॅव सिंगल माइंडेड डिवोशन टू युअर गोल. आपल्याला या कोटचा सारखा उपयोग होणार आहे. सो myself Shradha Deshpande, already my introduction has been done. Now whenever we study any subject, all of us know very well that is the chemistry, physics, bio, all you are the science student, 12 science students. So whenever we study chemistry, that is the chemistry also is having the lot of funny things. With the glass which we are using, actually it's a super cool liquid. The only two non-silvery metals, they are the gold and copper. Now see what happened whenever the carbon 60, that is carbon with the 60 carbon atoms, is the most beautiful molecule in the universe. So there are amazing things regarding the chemistry. आपण जेव्हा मंगळ ग्रहाची गोष्ट करतो, so that Mars is red because of the iron oxide. It is having the iron oxide. Every hydrogen atom in our body, it is likely 13.5 billion years old, because it is created at the birth of the universe. Now all of you know very well, आपल्या तुम्हा सगळ्यांना माहिती आहे, तुम्हा सगळ्यांची आई घरी रोज दुधाचं दही लावते, हो ना. मग दुधाचं जेव्हा दही लावते तेव्हा त्याचं त्या दुधाचं टेम्परेचर किती ठेवायचं, ते दूध किती कोमट असलं की दही चांगलं लागेल. किंवा आपण बघतो की खूप जास्त थंड असलं की पाण्याचा बर्फ होतो, थोडंसं आपण त्या बर्फाला वितळवलं की त्याचं पाणी होतं, पाण्याला आपण गरम केलं की इट इज गेट कन्वर्टेड इनटू वेपर. देर आर लॉट ऑफ that is the phenomena occurring in the universe. All these phenomena are related with the chemistry. All these are the phenomena related with the chemistry as well as biology. Now all of you are aware, nowadays the pandemic is going on. तुम्हा सगळ्यांना माहिती आहे आपण 8 महिन्यापासून घरी बसलो आहे. का आपण घरी बसलोय? कोरोनाच्या मागे आता दुसरा शब्द येतोय, वॅक्सिन. मग ही वॅक्सिन सगळे कसे डेव्हलप करतात आहे? It is only due to the pharmaceutical chemistry, chemistry along with the pharmacy, chemistry along with the biology. आता आपल्याला जे केमिस्ट्री 12वी मध्ये शिकायचं आहे, आता या लेवलला, नाउ दिस इज द मंथ ऑफ नोव्हेंबर, वी हॅव एंटर्ड इन द मंथ ऑफ डिसेंबर. So at this level, all of you are must familiar with the subject. मी असं समजून धरते, आय एम अज्युमिंग की ऑल ऑफ यू नो हाऊ मेनी चॅप्टर्स आर देअर इन द केमिस्ट्री, हाऊ यू हॅव टू स्टडी द फिजिकल केमिस्ट्री, ऑर्गॅनिक केमिस्ट्री, इनऑर्गॅनिक केमिस्ट्री. Now all my little friends, all of you know it well. 12 science, it is a turning point of our life. Though it's not the end of the world. असं समजण्याचं काहीही कारण नाही की 12वी मध्ये मला छान मार्क्स नाही मिळाले तर माझं आयुष्य संपलं. It never happened. It never happened. But then also 12 science change our career. 12 science decides our career. Whether we have to go for the engineering, whether we have to go for the, just like the Minal madam, whether we have to go for the civil services examination, someone wants to go in the research area. So after the 12 science, our line has been get decided. Now I studied my 12th in the year 1985. Now 35 years back, my physics teacher, I studied, basically I belong to Vidarbha. Basically I am from Chandrapur. I migrated to Mumbai in the year 2005. So 35 years back, my physics teacher used to say कि 12 science is the 10% inspiration and the 90% perspiration. तुम्हाला याचा अर्थ कळतोय का मी काय म्हणते? तर आजपासून मनातून हे काढून टाकायचं, अजिबात या क्षणापासून मनातून काय काढून टाकायचं? तर मनातून हे काढून टाकायचं की मला जमणार नाही, मला जमणार नाही, हे शक्यच नाही. कारण 12वी सायन्स मध्ये आपल्या हार्डवर्कला, आपल्या परिश्रमाला 90% दिले आहे. आणि आपले जे इंटेलिजन्स आहे, आपली जी बुद्धिमत्ता आहे, याला 10%. सो हार्ड वर्क इज द इसेन्स ऑफ अवर करिअर. आणि आता सरांनी, युअर प्रिन्सिपल सर, ही गेव द व्हेरी इन्स्पायरिंग स्पीच. त्यांनी तुम्हाला त्या रणजित सिंग सरांचं एवढं आपल्याला एक्झाम्पल दिलं. अँड ऑल ऑफ यू नो व्हेरी वेल सिन्स यस्टरडे दॅट इज ऑल दीज न्यूज आर फ्लॅशिंग इन द मीडिया. एका अगदी छोट्याशा शाळेतल्या सरांनी, मुलींच्या शाळेतल्या सरांनी आज संपूर्ण जगामध्ये 7 कोटीचं बक्षीस मिळवलं. 7 कोटी. आणि ते बक्षीस कसं मिळवलं माहितीये? त्यांच्या असं लक्षात आलं की जे पुस्तकं असतात, त्या पुस्तकांमध्ये जर आपण एखाद्या दुकानात जातो हो ना, आता सगळ्या संपूर्ण भारतभर आपलं डिजिटलायझेशन झालंय. आपण कोणत्याही दुकानामध्ये गेलो, एखादी वस्तू दिली की त्याच्यावर अशा बारीक बारीक रेषा असतात. त्या रेषांना आपण म्हणतो QR कोड. ती रेष स्कॅन केली की ती वस्तू कधी तयार झाली, त्या वस्तूची एक्सपायरी कधी, ती वस्तू किती रुपयाची आहे, हे सगळं कळतं. त्या सरांनी काय केलं? त्या सरांनी प्रत्येक पुस्तकाच्या प्रत्येक पानावर असं QR कोड तयार केलं. कॅन यू इमॅजिन? एका 1200-1500 लोकवस्ती असलेल्या परितेवाडी नावाच्या गावातल्या एका अतिशय छोट्या वर्गाला शिकवणाऱ्या शिक्षकांनी माझ्या वर्गातल्या मुलांनी वाचावं, माझ्या वर्गातल्या मुलींनी शाळेत यावं, माझ्या वर्गातल्या मुलींनी अभ्यास करावा, म्हणून त्यांनी प्रत्येक पुस्तकाच्या पानाला QR कोड लावलं. आणि त्याची ही आयडिया मायक्रोसॉफ्टने घेतली. मायक्रोसॉफ्ट तुम्हाला सगळ्यांना माहिती आहे, वर्ड, एक्सेल, पॉवर पॉइंट. आणि आता आपल्या संपूर्ण भारतामध्ये पुस्तकावर आपल्या QR कोड आहे. आणि त्या सरांनी काय केलं तुम्हाला एक मज्जा सांगते. त्या सरांनी संपूर्ण गावामध्ये, आपल्या शाळेमध्ये एक वरती घंटा लावली आणि संध्याकाळी 7 वाजता ती घंटा वाजते. आणि ती घंटा वाजल्यानंतर संपूर्ण गावातले टीव्ही बंद होतात. आई वडिलांचं पण बघा, आई वडिलांना पण जर एखादं छान दिशा मिळाली तर आई वडील आपल्या मुलांसाठी सगळं करायला तयार असतात. तर ती घंटा वाजल्यानंतर संपूर्ण गावातले टीव्ही बंद होतात. आणि मग प्रत्येकाच्या वहीत लिहिलं राहतं की त्या मुलीला आज ही कविता पाठ करायची आहे, आज या मुलाला हा अभ्यास करायचा आहे. आणि मग त्यांचे पॅरेंट्स, त्यांचे पालक आपल्या मुलांकडून असा अभ्यास करून घेतात. मग हे सगळं कसं घडते? आपल्याला सुद्धा हार्डवर्क करायचं आहे. आय नो, आत्ताच मला हे सगळं कळलं की गांधी विद्यालय, तुमच्या शाळेमधले जे काही इथे मुलं असतील थोडेफार गांधी विद्यालयातले, नाऊ यू आर गेटिंग द एक्सेलंट एक्सपर्टीज. हो ना, तुमचे सगळे तरुण मित्र, तुमचे सर, यू पीपल आर द लकी पीपल. वाय यू पीपल आर द लकी पीपल? बिकॉज यू आर गेटिंग द यंग डायनॅमिक टीचर्स. तुम्हाला सगळे छान दादा लोक शिकवतात आहे. म्हणता की नाही तुम्ही शाळेमध्ये? मला माहिती आहे, माझे पण विद्यार्थी 12वीचे जेव्हा यंग टीचर्स येतात ना, दे आर व्हेरी हॅपी. ते म्हणतात वा वा, काय छान वाटतं ना एखादे यंग सर असेल तर. माझ्यासारखी मॅडम जर गेली तर म्हणतात अरे मॅडम कुछ तो यंग सर को भेजो ना. कारण तुमची त्यांच्यासोबत छान वेवलेंथ मॅच होते. सो यू पीपल, यू ऑल स्टुडंट्स, यू आर द मोस्ट लकी स्टुडंट्स. व्हाय यू आर द लकी स्टुडंट्स? बिकॉज यू आर गेटिंग द यंग डायनॅमिक टीचर्स. है ना? Your wavelength has been getting matched with all this. You can ask them. तुमच्या मनात काही अडचणी आल्या तर एक असं मध्ये मोठी वॉल नसते. सो कन्सिडर युअर सेल्फ. तुमच्यासाठी हे JM पटेल कॉलेज एक असं मसीहा बनून आलं. सो टेक द हेल्प ऑफ दॅट, टेक द अपॉर्च्युनिटी. या सगळ्या संधीचा तुम्ही भरपूर फायदा करून घ्या. डू द हार्ड वर्क. नाउ ऑलवेज व्हेनेवर वी डू द स्टडी, नो डाऊट. मी तुम्हाला एक मजा सांगते. आता आपण ठरवलं की आपल्याला अभ्यास करायचा आहे. आपल्याला अभ्यास करायचा आहे म्हटल्यावर आय हॅव डिसाइडेड की आय विल रीड द थर्मोडायनॅमिक्स. आय विल स्टार्ट माय स्टडी टुडे फ्रॉम द थर्मोडायनॅमिक्स. आय विल ओपन द बुक. आय विल रीड द इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ द थर्मोडायनॅमिक्स अगेन अँड अगेन. आय नो, मला माहिती आहे की थर्मोडायनॅमिक्सच्या पहिल्या 2-3 पानांमधून प्रश्न विचारल्या जात नाही. इट्स अ नॉन इव्हॅल्युएटिव्ह पोर्शन. बट आय डोंट नो व्हेअर टू स्टार्ट. आय डोंट नो हाऊ टू स्टडी. I don't know what to remember. So we have to follow some smart tips. We have to follow some smart techniques. And at the same time, it should be with the less stress. It should be with the less anxiety. तुम्हाला आठवतं ना 10वीची तुमची पहिली बोर्ड एक्झाम झाली होती. पहिल्यांदा आपण बरेचदा परीक्षेला गेल्यावर बाहेर आल्यावर म्हणतो मित्राला, अरे मला सगळं येत होतं, बट आय वॉज ब्लँक, मी ब्लँक झालो. व्हाय यू आर ब्लँक? कारण आपलं स्ट्रेस वाढतो, आपली अँझायटी वाढते. So we have to study in such a way that we should have the little stress, we should have the little anxiety. Now we are coming to our main topic. All of you are very much aware that is there are 16 chapters in our HSC board syllabus. Now all these 16 lessons, they are divided in the 3 parts of the chemistry: physical chemistry, organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry. Now why I am telling you? Because for studying these 16 chapters, we have to follow the different approaches. पहिला चॅप्टर केमिकल सॉलिड स्टेटला अभ्यास करण्यासाठी जो कुठला आपण मार्ग निवडणार आहोत, तो मार्ग, तो वे आपल्याला हॅलोजन डेरिव्हेटिव्ह साठी चालणार नाही. हॅलोजन डेरिव्हेटिव्ह, व्हेनेवर वी हॅव टू स्टडी द हॅलोजन डेरिव्हेटिव्ह ऑफ अल्केन. आता तुम्हा लोकांना थोडस केमिस्ट्री, तुमच्या ब्रेनचे ओपन द डोअर्स ऑफ द केमिस्ट्रीचे डोअर्स ओपन करा. जस्ट रिमेंबर द सिलेबस, just remember the syllabus. So there are the 16 chapters. All these chapters are classified in the 3 parts of the chemistry, that is the physical chemistry, organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry. Now when I talk about the solid state, thermodynamics, solutions, electrochemistry, ionic equilibria, kinetics, these 6 chapters belongs to the physical chemistry. If I talk about the 16, 17 and 18 group element, that is we call it P block elements. We call it P block elements, coordination compounds. Then D and the A block elements, transition and inner transition elements. These are polymer chemistry basic. Actually polymer chemistry belongs to the organic chemistry. So these are the inorganic chemistry chapters. When I come towards the halogen derivative, organic chemistry, alcohol, phenol, aldehyde, ketone. Why I am telling it again and again? Because how I have to study the halogen derivative is entirely different for studying the solution. सोल्युशनचा अभ्यास जसा तुम्हाला करायचा आहे, तो तेच पॅटर्न हॅलोजन डेरिव्हेटिव्ह साठी वापरायचं नाही. पी ब्लॉक आणि ए ब्लॉक एलिमेंटचा अभ्यास आपल्याला जसा करायचा आहे, ते पॅटर्न आपल्याला ग्रीन केमिस्ट्री आणि नॅनो केमिस्ट्री साठी वापरता येणार नाही. So whenever we are studying all these chapters, we have to remember. Now while studying the physical chemistry chapters, now I am talking about thermodynamics, solid state, ionic equilibria, chemical kinetics, nuclear chemistry. Nuclear chemistry you don't have, that is electrochemistry. So before starting the studies, all of you are aware, तुम्हा सगळ्यांना माहिती आहे, all of you are aware that is this year, due to the pandemic situation, the 25% portion is reduced. So what is your first task? अभ्यासाला सुरुवात करण्याच्या हातामध्ये पेन्सिल घ्यायची, टेक्स्टबुक ओपन करायचं, आपल्या सरांकडून जो पोर्शन रिड्यूस केला आहे त्याचं पेज मागायचं आणि टेक्स्टबुक मध्ये सगळ्यात पहिल्यांदा क्रॉस करायचे. हा पोर्शन परीक्षेला नाही, हा पोर्शन परीक्षेला नाही. प्रॉपर नॉन इव्हॅल्युएटिव्ह पोर्शन, वी कॉल इट नॉन इव्हॅल्युएटिव्ह पोर्शन. बराच पोर्शन हा कमी झालेला आहे. 25%, though it is very much helpful for the entrance examination, you will require it for the JEE, you will require it for the CET examination, NEET examination, but today we are focusing on the board examinations. We are talking about our board theory examinations. So in the board theory examination, what is your first task? तुमचं सगळ्यात पहिलं काम कोणतं? तर आपल्या पुस्तकामध्ये जो पोर्शन रिड्यूस केला आहे तो प्रॉपर मार्क करायचा. नाउ सी व्हॉट हॅपन. whenever we study thermodynamics, whenever we study solution, whenever we study ionic equilibria, whenever we study kinetics, whenever we study electrochemistry, in all these chapters understanding the concept is more important. या सगळ्या चॅप्टर्स मध्ये आपल्याला घोकमगिरी करायची गरज नाही. आपल्याला घोकंपट्टी करायची गरज नाही, कन्सेप्ट समजून घ्यायचा. वन्स यू अंडरस्टँड द कन्सेप्ट, एकदा तुम्हाला त्या चॅप्टरची सेंट्रल आयडिया समजली, तुम्हाला त्या चॅप्टरचा कन्सेप्ट समजला, देन यू कॅन राईट द आन्सर इन युअर ओन लँग्वेज. थोडस तुम्हाला शब्द, एखादं वाक्य जर लिहिता येत असेल तर तुम्हाला पूर्ण पुस्तक पाठ करायची गरज नाही. These physical chemistry chapters, they are not the memory based chapters. They are not memory based. You have to understand the concept. For the physical chemistry lessons, we have to go through the lessons very thoroughly. Here I wrote the sentence, mugging up is not needed. म्हणजे असं पाठ करायची गरज नाही. एखादं तुम्हाला जर माहिती झालं, इफ यू नो, आय विल गिव्ह यू द व्हेरी सिम्पल एक्झाम्पल. मला अनफॉर्च्युनेटली वी आर ऑल ऑनलाईन, त्यामुळे टीचिंग इट्स अ 2 वे प्रोसेस हो ना. जेव्हा आम्ही शिकवत असतो आणि जेव्हा तुम्हा विद्यार्थ्यांच्या चेहऱ्यावर ह मॅडम मला समजलं किंवा ह मॅडम काहीच नाही समजलं, तर तुमचे एक्सप्रेशन बघून आम्ही ठरवतो की आता मी किती पुढे जायचं किंवा मी कुठे थांबायचं. पण अनफॉर्च्युनेटली वी आर ऑनलाईन, त्यामुळे इट्स अ 1 वे प्रोसेस इज गोइंग ऑन हो ना. मीच एकटी बोलते आहे, पण मी असं समजते आहे आणि मला असा विश्वास पण आहे की तुम्हा सगळ्यांचा आणि माझं आणि तुमच्या सगळ्या सरांचं, आम्हा सगळ्यांचा उद्देश एकच आहे. आम्हा सगळ्यांचा उद्देश काय आहे की तुम्ही हे जे आमचे सगळे छोटे छोटे मुलं आहात 12वीचे हो ना, तुम्हाला सध्या तुमच्या शाळेमध्ये किंवा जिथे कुठे सर नाही आहे किंवा तुम्हाला ज्या काही अडचणी आहेत त्या अडचणीतून तुम्हाला मार्ग मिळाला पाहिजे. आपल्याला पण तुम्हाला आठवत असेल 8वी 9वी 10वीत असताना तुम्ही शाळेमध्ये, आपण मधल्या सुट्टीमध्ये डब्बा खात असताना तुमचा एखादा मित्र म्हणायचा, अरे मला ना डॉक्टर व्हायचंय, अरे मला ना इंजिनियर व्हायचंय, अरे मला ना कलेक्टर व्हायचंय. अशा खूप आपल्या इच्छा असतात. मला आता भंडाऱ्यामध्ये नाही राहायचं, मला भंडाऱ्यातून बाहेर जायचंय. तशा कितीतरी आपल्याला इच्छा असतात. तर एक्सक्यूज मी. तर या सगळ्या आपल्या इच्छा पूर्ण करण्यासाठी आपल्याला छान मार्क्स पण मिळाले पाहिजे. आवर सर्टिफिकेट्स आर व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट. सो फॉर गेटिंग द गुड मार्क्स, हाऊ वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी, आपण अभ्यास कसा करणार आहोत. सो अगेन कमिंग बॅक टू द टॉपिक, सो वी हॅव टू बाय हार्ट द डेफिनेशन्स व्हेरी प्रॉपरली. आपल्या पुस्तकामध्ये हे जे फिजिकल केमिस्ट्रीचे चॅप्टर्स आहे याच्यामध्ये खूप जास्त डेफिनेशन्स आहे. So just now I told you that is no need of mugging up the chapter, no need of mugging up the entire lesson. पूर्ण धडा तोंडपाठ करायची गरज नाही. But whenever we come across definitions, we have to learn definitions very properly. Now why I am telling? Because in the board examination, definitions carries either 0 mark or 1 mark. Definition, always the definition should be it should be a complete definition. All the scientific words should be properly mentioned in a definition. So when you write the correct definition, then only you will get the full mark. Now I will tell you one example. मी तुम्हाला एक उदाहरण सांगते. In the examination 2019 मध्ये काय झालं होतं, संपूर्ण महाराष्ट्रभर 12वीच्या मुलांना असं वाटलं की दे गॉट व्हेरी लेस मार्क्स इन केमिस्ट्री. सो मेनी स्टुडंट दे टूक द झेरॉक्स and then our one team of revaluation was set up in the Mumbai board. We 5 moderators, we gathered at the Mumbai board and we went through all the papers which came for the reassessment. जे पेपर परत आले तर खूप सोपा प्रश्न होता. प्रश्न काय होता मी तुम्हाला सांगते की डिफाइन हायपरटोनिक, हायपोटोनिक अँड आयसोटोनिक सोल्युशन. व्हेरी सिंपल क्वेश्चन, 3 मार्क्स क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम द चॅप्टर सोल्युशन. आणि खूप मुलांना असं वाटत होतं की आम्हाला या प्रश्नामध्ये मार्क्स का नाही दिल्या गेले. आणि मग आमच्या असं लक्षात आलं की आता आयसोटोनिक जेव्हा आपण म्हणतो, द 2 सोल्युशन्स हॅव्हिंग द सेम ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर आर सेड टू बी आयसोटोनिक. आता जर तुम्ही असं लिहिलं 2 सोल्युशन्स आर आयसोटोनिक, वेदर यू विल गेट द मार्क्स? The two solutions with same concentration हे सुद्धा चालतं, but the word osmotic pressure was essential. So whenever we write the definition, all the words should be clearly mentioned in the definition. Now I am coming towards the chapters one by one. Now in the thermodynamics, there are lot of types. I am giving emphasis on the thermodynamics. You study thermodynamics and the ionic equilibria very well. Some of these chapters, that is thermodynamics, ionic equilibria, P block, coordination compound, they carries the weightage of 8 marks. आपल्या काही स्लाइड्स नंतर आपण येणार आहोत त्याच्याकडे सुद्धा. So whenever we are studying the thermodynamics, in the thermodynamics there are lot of derivations. First we have to study the work of pressure volume type, then you have to study the maximum work, then you have to study enthalpy, then you have to study entropy, then you have to study first law of thermodynamics, what is the spontaneous reaction. So what I suggest you, मी तुम्हाला काय सजेस्ट करते, what I suggest you while studying thermodynamics, first take one paper, एक कोरा पेपर घ्या, त्याच्यावर टाइप 1 work obtained during isothermal irreversible process, W is equal to minus P delta V, just write. Type 2 maximum work, W max is equal to minus 2.303 nRT log 10. Type 3 first law of thermodynamics, write all the types on one paper and frequently go through it. सारखं जा. खूपदा काय होतं ना की तुम्हाला सगळं माहिती असतं, पण तुम्हाला हेच कळत नाही की हा प्रश्न कुठला आहे. हाऊ वी आर गोइंग टू राईट द आन्सर. देर इज ऑलवेज कन्फ्युजन बिटवीन द मॅक्झिमम वर्क अँड द सिम्पल वर्क. सो यू शुड नो where we have to apply the formula of maximum work, where we have to apply the formula of pressure volume type, and for that the practice is required. Now always remember, hard work has no option. There is never a easy money. सोपं आयुष्य नसतं. नेवर रश. अशा कुठल्याच गोष्टीकडे जाऊ नका. हार्ड वर्कला उपाय नाही. आणि यू आर इन द स्टुडंट लाईफ मध्ये अभ्यास नाही करायचं तर काय करायचं सांगा. वाय द स्टुडंट लाईफ इज देअर. स्टुडंट लाईफ मध्ये आपण छान अभ्यासच करायचा असतो टू अक्वायर द नॉलेज. दिस पर्टिक्युलर फेज इज ओनली फॉर अक्वायरिंग द नॉलेज. अशी तुम्हाला भूक राहिली पाहिजे, असं आपल्याला रात्रंदिवस असं मनामध्ये विचार सुरू राहिले पाहिजे. तुम्ही म्हणाल की मॅडम घरी खूप अडचणी असतात. मला सांगा, अडचणी कोणाला नसतात? सगळ्या आणि अडचणी असतात म्हणूनच तर आपल्याला पुढे जायचं आहे ना. जर आपल्याला अडचणीच नसत्या तर आपण तर म्हटलं असतं काय करू मी शिकून. या अडचणी आपल्याला दूर करायच्या आहेत. मॅडम आम्हाला डेटा मिळत नाही. मग डेटा मिळत नाही तर आपल्याजवळ केमिस्ट्रीचं पुस्तक आहे, हो ना, आपल्याजवळ पेन्सिल आहे, आपल्याजवळ कोरे पानं आहेत, आणि आपल्याजवळ मुख्य म्हणजे अभ्यास करायची इच्छा आहे. So always we require the lot of practice for writing the derivations. So again and again I am suggesting, what I am suggesting, write all the formulae of the thermodynamics on one paper. Keep that paper somewhere, so that you should frequently go through it. तुम्ही सारखे ते पानं बघू शकाल. You have to that is carry out the practice of solving numericals. Now these thermodynamics, ionic equilibria, it is very much helpful for the entrance examination also. Now I am coming towards the second chapter, that is solution. Now solution is easy. How you are going to study the solution? Now see, in the solution there are 4 colligative properties. पहिली colligative property छान करायची. कोणती पहिली colligative property कोणती आपण शिकतो elevation in boiling point. Once you know what is the elevation in boiling point, the same you can apply for depression in freezing point. Same you can apply for lowering of vapor pressure. Same you can apply for osmotic pressure. तुमचा अभ्यास कमी झाला. The same derivation is required for the 3 excuse me, for the three colligative properties, whatever expression you require for the elevation in boiling point, the same expression you will require for the lowering of vapor pressure, for the depression in freezing point. Now, when we come towards the electrochemistry, now in electrochemistry, some of the portion is repeated in physics. In electrochemistry, there are diagrams. 25% portion of the electrochemistry is reduced. Solid state, ionic equilibria. Now we are coming towards the end of the physical chemistry chapter. I have to give the more concentration on the organic chemistry. Now, in ionic equilibria, I always suggest all the 12th science students, never leave ionic equilibria. Ionic equilibria, don't skip ionic equilibria. Don't put ionic equilibria in option. Because ionic equilibria, it is the extension of chemical equilibria, which you have studied in 11th. And it's very easy. It's very easy. As compared to the other physical chemistry chapters, it's an easy chapter. So always go for the ionic equilibria. Now, when I come towards the P block element, when I come towards the D and the A block elements, these are the very big chapters. हे दोन्ही chapters खूप मोठे chapters आहेत. The elements of group 16, 17 and 18 and the transition and the inner transition elements. Now I am telling you, तुम्हाला माहिती आहे ना, असे शिक्षकांजवळ अशी जादूची पोतडी असते टीचर्स जवळ. टीचर्स त्याच्यातून अशी एक एक वस्तू, तो यायचा ना तुम्ही लहान असताना घरासमोर जादूगार, आणि तो अशा एक एक वस्तू काढायचा. तसेच आम्ही टीचर्स जे असतात ना, त्यांच्याजवळ अशी एक जादू असते. तर आता त्या जादू मधली अजून एक मी तुम्हाला मजा सांगते, की आता हा जो पी ब्लॉक एलिमेंट आहे अँड दिस डी अँड ए ब्लॉक एलिमेंट्स, हाऊ वी हॅव टू स्टडी? We have to study these two chapters in the table form. Altogether, we have to adopt the different approach for the P block element and for the D and A block elements. Altogether, we have to adopt the different approach. Now, which approach we have to adopt? आपल्याला कुठला approach घ्यायचा आहे? Which approach we have to adopt? Whenever we study the P and the D and the A block elements, we have to study it in the table form. Now, how we are going to study it in the table form? I am showing you the table. Now, see, when I have to learn the oxidation state, that is the group 16 element C, the 2 pages, I converted it into the table. In our textbook, the 2 pages are given for the oxidation state. I converted these 2 pages in the table form. So all the properties of the group 16, 17 and 18, convert it into the table. You may be having your notes of the classes. You may be having the notes given by your teachers. So, but what I suggest you, ki make it in the tabular form. Make all the tables of all the properties of the P block and the D and the A block elements. Now, in the D and the A block elements, we have to study lanthanide and actinide. It is related with the periodic table. Now, remember, अशा ना खूप छोट्या छोट्या ट्रिक्स असतात. Now, whenever we study the D and the A block, for the D block, transition word is there. For the A block, inner transition word is there. So when we talk about the transition, always all the properties of the lanthanide, all the properties of the D block are related with the word transition. Now, what is the meaning of the word transition? You should know. Once you know the meaning of the word transition, that is the basic reason behind all the properties of D block elements. The element, the last electron enters in penultimate D shell. If the last electron enters in pre-penultimate F shell, that is the A block. If the last electron enters in penultimate D shell, that is the P block. So always remember the meaning of the word transition and inner transition. Once you get to know the meaning of the word transition and inner transition, it's very easy to write some of the answers coming in the chapter D and A block elements. For the D and A block elements as well as for the P block elements, how we are going to study it? We are making it in the table form. We are classifying all the properties in the table form. Once entire chapter is arranged in the table form, it will be very easy for you to go through it. Now this green and the nanochemistry, it's a new chapter. All the that is the nanoparticles, nanomaterial, nanoscience is included. Some short and long answer questions can be asked. As far as green chemistry is concerned, it is related with the environmental chemistry. Now this again one more table I am showing you for the D and A block element C. How we have to learn it? Metallic character in this way. Metallic character. Again here also see magnetic properties. So you have to convert these two chapters in the different format. The entire magnetic character page is converted into such points. The magnetic properties are converted into such points. And if we study in this way, it will be easy to remember the properties of the D and A block. Now I am coming towards the organic chemistry. आता मी येते organic chemistry कडे. Now I am talking about halogen derivative, alcohol, phenol, aldehyde, ketone, amines. Are you remembering? आठवतंय का तुम्हा सगळ्यांना हे चॅप्टर्स? परत मी समजते की येस, आता तुम्ही थोडासा अभ्यास याचा केला आहे. Now in the organic chemistry, these are the golden words. Now what are the golden words? In the organic chemistry, the golden words are carbon is tetravalent. Always remember, carbon काढला की त्याच्या आजूबाजूला फक्त 4 रेषा काढायच्या. कार्बनच्या आजूबाजूला फक्त 4 रेषा काढायच्या. रांगोळी काढून ठेवायची नाही. Don't draw the rangolis. Diwali is over. दिवाळी संपली आहे आता. Whenever we write the carbon, we have to draw only 4 lines around the carbon atom. The second important point is addition takes place across the double bond. Excuse me. So the second important point is addition takes place across the double bond. It means that we can't add anything in alkanes. Saturated hydrocarbons give only substitution reaction. What I suggest you just take the screenshot. याचा स्क्रीनशॉट घेऊन ठेवा या स्लाइड पासून. आय एम टॉकिंग विथ द स्टुडंट. मी विद्यार्थ्यांशी बोलते आहे. तर मुलांनो याचा स्क्रीनशॉट घ्या बेटा. याचा स्क्रीनशॉट जर तुम्ही घेतला तर तुम्हाला परीक्षेच्या वेळी या सगळ्या गोष्टींचा खूप उपयोग होईल. तर कार्बन इज ऑलवेज टेट्राव्हॅलंट. Addition always takes place across the double bond. The saturated hydrocarbon give only substitution reaction, and carbon shows the property of catenation. These are the sentences which we have to embodies in our brain. आपल्या ब्रेन मध्ये आपल्याला ते एम्बॉइस करायचे. एम्बॉइस म्हणजे पक्के करून टाकायचे. हे 4 वाक्य आपल्याला केमिस्ट्रीसाठी लक्षात ठेवणं आवश्यक आहे. Now what is most needed for studying the organic chemistry chapters? We should know the alkane series, parent alkane, methane, ethane, propane, butane. तुम्हाला मध्यरात्री झोपेत सुद्धा कोणी विचारलं, tell me the formula of propane. You should be able to immediately that is you should be ready to give the formula. You should know how you are getting the derivatives of alkane. How the alkanes get converted into alkyl group. How the alkanes get converted into alkyl group. Methane has the formula CH4. When one hydrogen atom is removed, it is converted to methyl. What are the general formulae? What is alcohol? What is aldehyde? What is ketone? संपूर्ण 11वीच्या पुस्तकातला टेबल तोंडपाठ करायचा. 11वीच्या पुस्तकातला टेबल पूर्णपणे तोंडपाठ करायचा. You should know what are the general formula for alkane, for alkene, for alkyne, all functional group. What is the formula for alcohol? What is the formula for halogen derivative? Alkyl halide, for amines, for the carboxylic acids, for the esters, for the ethers, for aldehydes, for ketones. Sometimes the questions can be asked on the common name. Sometimes the questions can be asked on the IUPAC name. जर तुम्हाला विचारलं what is third butyl chloride, at the same time if it is asked what happens when 2-chloro 2-methyl propane reacts, so you should know the 2-chloro 2-methyl propane is the same name for the third butyl chloride. So sometimes the questions are asked on the IUPAC name. Sometimes the questions are asked on the common name. Sometimes the general reactions are asked. Now this year in your 12th science chemistry book, many of the reactions are given in the general format. No specific reactions are given. What happens when the carboxylic acid is heated with phosphorus pentoxide in this way? So if such type of question is asked, then you are supposed to write the general formula for the carboxylic acid, that is RCOOH. Now, whenever we study the organic chemistry chapter, now I am coming towards one new word. Organic chemistry is the volatile chemistry. Now, what is the meaning of the word volatile? आज तुम्ही एक काम करायचं, आपलं लेक्चर झाल्यानंतर घरी 2 वाट्या घ्यायच्या आणि एका वाटीमध्ये आपलं नेलपेंट रिमूव्हर ठेवायचं आणि एका वाटीमध्ये पाणी ठेवायचं आणि मस्त एक चक्कर मारून यायची. मग तुम्ही घरी आल्यानंतर तुम्हाला काय दिसतं बघा. ज्या वाटीमध्ये तुम्ही नेलपेंट ठेवलंय ना ऍसिटोन, ते उडून गेलं आपोआप, आणि ज्या वाटीमध्ये तुम्ही पाणी ठेवलं आहे ते जसंच्या तसं राहिलं. We always used to say acetone is the volatile compound. What is the meaning of the word volatile? जे आपोआप उडून जातं है ना, that is the volatile. Now these organic chemistry reactions are the volatile reactions. Organic chemistry requires continuous hammering. आपल्या ब्रेन मध्ये ऑर्गॅनिक केमिस्ट्रीला हातोडा घेऊन असं ठोकावं लागतं. Now why it is happening? Suppose you have studied the halogen derivative preparation of alkyl halide. Just assume करा की तुम्ही हॅलोजन डेरिव्हेटिव्हच्या अल्काइल हलाइडच्या प्रिपरेशन यू हॅव स्टडीड. तुम्ही खूप आज 4 तास अभ्यास केला, खूप तोंडपाठ केलं, and then after for the next 15 days you don't open the book. So what you will observe, after 15 days the entire organic chemistry get vanish. तुम्हाला काहीही आठवणार नाही. It's a fact. Organic chemistry reaction requires hammering. Now see what happen in our brain whenever I study. आपण एखादी रिएक्शन पहिल्यांदा वाचतो, so it make the dull impression. I used to give the very simple example. आता तुमच्यापैकी बरेच मुलं छोट्याशा भंडाऱ्याच्या आजूबाजूला छोट्या गावांमध्ये राहत असतील आणि तुम्हाला बसचा पास काढायचा आहे. मग तुम्ही तुमच्या कॉलेजमध्ये जाता आणि तुमच्या क्लर्क सरांना म्हणता, सर जरा स्टॅम्प मारून द्या ना. त्यांनी तो स्टॅम्प असा फेंट मारला तर आपण काय म्हणतो, अरे सर हा स्टॅम्प दिसतच नाहीये, मेक इट डार्क, मेक दॅट स्टॅम्प डार्क. The same thing we require for our organic chemistry preparation. Make the reactions dark. Now the question comes in our mind, how we are going to make the reactions dark? We are going to make the reaction dark by making it hammering, by studying those reactions again and again. काही रिएक्शन्स आपल्याला आठवल्या नाही ऑर्गॅनिक केमिस्ट्रीच्या. डू वन थिंग, खूप सोपी गोष्ट आहे. रात्री झोपायच्या आधी त्या रिएक्शन्स पाठ करा, सकाळी उठल्या उठल्या आठवा. आम्ही अजूनही now I am teaching chemistry since 1990. How many years? 30 years. Since 30 years I am teaching chemistry, but still in the leisure time I used to remember all the organic chemistry reaction. I used to remember. 30 वर्षापासून मला मी अजूनही त्या रिएक्शन्स आठवते. So preparation of alkyl halide, the first preparation is from alkane, alkane plus chlorine in the presence of sunlight, alkane plus bromine in the presence of AlBr3, alkane plus iodine in the presence of HiO3. Just remember it. All the, you now see what happened. For the physical chemistry, I told you, don't mug up. Now for the organic chemistry, I am telling you by heart the reaction. Organic chemistry, we have to mug up the reactions. आपल्याला reactions पाठ कराव्या लागतात. We have to write the reactions from all the chapters. Write the reaction again and again. Just a minute. Wherever you stuck, open the book. तुम्हाला एखादी रिएक्शन आठवली नाही, आता तुम्ही असेच टीव्ही बघत बसले आहे, and you just forget the reaction. So immediately open the book, go through that reaction, just remember the reaction. That reaction will become dark. And if you have studied the halogen derivative, once you study the halogen derivative, go for the previous year's board exam, board papers. जुने पेपर बघा, 2020 चा पेपर बघा, 2019 चा बोर्ड पेपर बघा, त्याच्या हॅलोजन डेरिव्हेटिव्हचे प्रश्न बघा. ट्राय टू राईट द रिएक्शन ऑफ द हॅलोजन डेरिव्हेटिव्ह, ट्राय टू राईट द रिएक्शन ऑफ द अल्कोहोल फिनॉल. मध्ये मध्ये मिक्स अभ्यास करायचा. एक रिएक्शन हॅलोजन डेरिव्हेटिव्हची घ्यायची, एक रिएक्शन अल्कोहोल फिनॉलची घ्यायची, काही रिएक्शन्स या अमाईनच्या घ्यायच्या. And the very, very important thing is everyday revision is must for the organic chemistry. Everyday revision, it is must for the organic chemistry. For the organic chemistry, we require the continuous reading. एकदा वाचून महिनाभराचा ब्रेक द्यायचा नाही. आपल्याला काहीच आठवणार नाही. We will forget everything. Now, whenever we study the organic chemistry, we have to write the balanced chemical reaction. Whenever you write any reaction, the catalyst should be properly mentioned. The temperature should be shown. Whatever pressure is there, that pressure should be shown. Oxidizing agent, reducing agent. In the chemical reaction, all these factors play the very important role. Don't write the half reaction. If you have not mentioned catalyst properly, if you don't mention temperature, pressure properly, then definitely your marks are going to be deducted. Now, when I talk about how we have to study these chapters, so whenever we study, for the God's sake, don't learn the aldehyde and ketone first. Follow some sequence. You have to follow some sequence. So first study halogen, after halogen then alcohol phenol, and then aldehyde and ketone. In the same way, whenever we study the P block, after studying the P block, we have to learn D and the A block. Now see what happened. How we have to learn it. So these 6-7 pages of the halogen derivative, I have converted into one simple flow chart. Again, what I suggest you, take the screenshot. याचा screenshot घेऊन ठेवा. How we have to write the chemical reactions. See how many reactions I have summarized. I have summarized 8-9 reaction in a single page. I have summarized 8-9 reaction in a single page. Similar, in the same way, the summary of amide preparation and reaction is shown. How the amides are prepared. Take the screenshot. How the amides get converted into the various products. That is how the amide get converted into carboxylic acid. How it is converted into ester. How it is converted into amine. How it is converted into cyanide. So the summary of the amide preparation and the reactions. Now I am coming towards the paper pattern. Here I finish how to study the organic chemistry chapter. Once my lecture will be over, I am giving you the 10 minutes for the quick question answer session. I am very eager to give the answer to your questions. तुम्हा लोकांच्या प्रश्नांना मी उत्तर देणार आहे. तुमच्या मनातल्या ज्या शंका आहे त्या शंका आपण सोडवण्याचा प्रयत्न करूया. नो डाऊट तुमचे सर लोक तुम्हाला मदत करतातच, पण कधी कधी बाहेरच्या लोकांचं पण छान वाटतं ना ऐकायला, हो की नाही? त्यामुळे आज तुमच्यासाठी जरा बाहेरचं कोणीतरी आलाय. सो हाऊ इज अवर पेपर पॅटर्न? हाऊ इज अवर पेपर पॅटर्न? नाउ देर इज एक्सटर्नल चॉईस. अगेन आय एम टेलिंग, परत मी तुम्हाला सांगते व्हॉट आय एम टेलिंग यू, की या वर्षी तुम्हा लोकांसाठी 3 गोष्टी फेवरेबल आहे. विच 3 थिंग्स? that is the first thing, your paper pattern is very easy. तुम्हाला एक्सटर्नल चॉईस आहे. देर आर 31 क्वेश्चन्स आणि तुम्हाला आउट ऑफ 12 राईट एनी 8, आउट ऑफ 5 आन्सर एनी 3, आउट ऑफ 12 आन्सर एनी 8. सो इट्स अ एक्सटर्नल चॉईस. दुसरी महत्वाची गोष्ट, तुमचा 25% पोर्शन रिड्यूस झाला. आणि तिसरी महत्वाची गोष्ट, युअर टेक्स्टबुक इज न्यू अँड युअर टेक्स्टबुक इज क्वाईट नाईस. तुमचं टेक्स्टबुक जे आहे ते असं छान आहे. तुम्हाला बराच कोर्स हा छान अप्लाइड केलेला आहे. इट्स अ व्हेरी नाईस टेक्स्टबुक. तर यू टेक द मॅक्झिमम ॲडव्हान्टेज ऑफ ऑल दिस थिंग्स. नाउ सी व्हॉट हॅपन इन द देर आर ऑल ऑफ यू आर अवेअर. तुम्ही सगळे अवेअर आहात, तुम्हाला सगळ्यांना माहिती आहे. बट देन ऑल्सो आय एम टेलिंग यू देर आर 4 सेक्शन्स. 4 सेक्शन्स आहेत. कुठले कुठले 4 सेक्शन्स आहेत? सगळ्यात पहिला सेक्शन आहे, नाउ आय एम टेलिंग यू द पेपर पॅटर्न. आता मी तुम्हाला काय सांगते, तर पेपर पॅटर्न, तुमचा 12वीचा पेपर कसा राहील. तर तुमच्या 12वीच्या पेपरमध्ये सगळ्यात पहिला राहील सेक्शन ए. Now this section A is having the multiple choice question and a very short answer which carries 18 marks. Section A is having the multiple choice question and a very short answer which carries 18 marks. Now the section B. Section B is having the 2 marks question. You have to write the answer of any 8 questions. 12 questions will be there. 12 प्रश्न राहतील. Now out of these 12 questions, you have to answer any 8 questions which carries 16 marks. Now section C. Now in the section C, out of 12, you have to answer any 8 which carries 3 marks, 3 marks each. म्हणजे 6 प्रश्न हे तुम्हाला 2 मार्कांचे, 8 प्रश्न हे तुम्हाला 3 मार्कांचे आणि 3 प्रश्न हे तुम्हाला 4 मार्कांचे. सेक्शन डी, यू हॅव टू आन्सर एनी 3 विच कॅरीज 12 मार्क्स आउट ऑफ 5. आउट ऑफ 5. नाउ सॉलिड स्टेट, इट इज हॅव्हिंग द वेटेज ऑफ 5 मार्क्स. नाउ दिस वेटेज इज ऑफ 98 मार्क्स. नाउ ऑल ऑफ यू नो, हे तुम्हाला माहिती नसेल तर लक्षात घ्या, तुमचा पूर्ण पेपर हा 98 मार्क्सचा राहील. विथ ऑप्शन इट विल बी 98 मार्क्स and without option, that is the compulsory, it's 70 marks. Now see the coordination compounds, halogen derivative, alcohol, phenol, aldehyde, ketone, it carries 7 marks. P block elements and D and A block elements, it carries 8 marks. Thermodynamics, it carries 8 marks. These remaining 3 chapters, biomolecule, polymer, green chemistry, हे 3 chapters 4-4 मार्काचे आहे. तुमच्या संपूर्ण पेपरमध्ये 12 ते 15 मार्काचे न्यूमेरिकल्स राहतील. 12 ते 15 मार्काचे न्यूमेरिकल्स राहतील. अँड इन ईच सेक्शन्स द न्यूमेरिकल्स आर ऑलवेज आस्क्ड. इट इज मस्ट टू आस्क द न्यूमेरिकल इन ईच सेक्शन. नाउ हाऊ वी हॅव टू राईट द पेपर. We are coming towards our concluding part of the session. आपल्या सेशनच्या अंताकडे आपण येतो आहे, एंडकडे आपण येतो आहे. तर आता आपल्याला खूपदा असं वाटतं की मॅडम पेपर कसा लिहायचा हे तर सांगा. हाऊ टू राईट द आन्सर पेपर. सो युअर आन्सर शुड बी प्रिसाइज अँड क्लिअर. आपला हा जो केमिस्ट्री किंवा फिजिक्स किंवा बायोलॉजीचा किंवा मॅथमॅटिक्सचा जो पेपर असतो, याच्यामध्ये अशा फापट पसाऱ्याला महत्व नसतं. अननेसेसरी, डोंट राईट अननेसेसरी थिंग्स. युअर आन्सर शुड बी व्हेरी प्रिसाइज. नाउ व्हेनेवर यू हॅव टू राईट सम डेरिवेशन, राईट ऑल द स्टेप्स व्हॉट एव्हर गिवन. राईट ऑल द स्टेप्स. सगळ्या स्टेप्स दाखवायच्या. डोंट स्किप द स्टेप्स, बिकॉज इफ द क्वेश्चन इज ऑफ 2 marks, then half of mark for 4 steps. अर्धा मार्क हा 4 वेळा दिला जातो. So show all the steps. Now for the organic reaction, suppose the question is there, what happens when how will you prepare propyl bromide from propene, or how will you prepare isopropyl bromide from propene? You write the sentence, when the propene is treated with HBr, then we get the isopropyl bromide. But it's not that is sufficient. For the organic chemistry, writing the organic reaction is must. For the organic chemistry, writing the organic reaction is must. Theory statement doesn't carry any weightage. तुम्ही वाक्य लिहून ठेवलं तर तिथे मार्क्स मिळत नाही. You have to write the reaction. If the reaction is balanced in the textbook, then you have to write the balanced reaction. If the reaction is not, if the balanced reaction is not given in the textbook, then no issue. Whatever given in the textbook is the final word. It is the final word. Now, whenever you have to draw the diagram, you have to write all the labels of the diagram. Try to write the answer in a sequence like the section A. Always start the section A on the new page. After completing the section A, go for the section B. You should know how to find the log and antilog. Finding log and antilog is essential in chemistry as well as in physics. Whenever we have to solve the sums regarding thermodynamics of the solutions, then we require the log and antilog. So studying log and antilog is must. त्याचा पण व्यवस्थित अभ्यास करा, नाही तर मग तुम्ही अर्धाच न्यूमेरिकल सोडवून ठेवता आणि अर्धन ते you don't get the answer. You don't get the answer. So out of 3 marks, 1 mark get deducted. External choice in question paper, I am repeatedly telling, that is this question paper is having the external choice. External choice आहे त्याच्यामध्ये, म्हणजे out of 12 you have to write any 8. त्यामुळे तुम्ही एखादं चॅप्टर जर तुमचं थोडंफार कमी अभ्यास झाला असेल तरी सुद्धा चालेल. So external choice is given in the question paper, so it's easy to attempt. है ना? So here I am ending my session. So again, I request Karthik sir to open the session for the students so that I may be able to answer some of the questions which are coming from the students. Hello, Karthik sir. Hello, Karthik sir. Acha, any question from the student? Students? तुम्ही मराठीत विचारू शकता, हिंदीत पण विचारू शकता. हॅलो, हा मुलांनो, तुमचे प्रश्न तुम्ही स्वतःला अनम्यूट करा. and I am waiting for your questions. Make yourself unmute. Hello. Hello. I am waiting for the questions. कुठल्याही भाषेमध्ये तुम्ही विचारू शकता, नो इश्यू. आतापर्यंत आपलं 1 वे झालं ना, मी एकटीच बोलत होती. आता मला तुमचं पण ऐकायचं आहे, तुमच्या मनातले प्रश्न.
डियर स्टूडेंट्स, आपको कुछ पूछना है तो अपना माइक्रोफोन ऑन करके आप पूछ सकते हैं. आपके माइक्रोफोन के सामने क्रॉस है, ब्लैंक क्लिक करिए तो माइक्रोफोन ऑन हो जाएगा आपका. अपना नाम बताइए और जो पूछना है पूछ सकते हैं मैडम से आप.
हॅलो, हा, तुमचे काही प्रश्न आहेत का बेटा? हॅलो, तुमचे प्रश्न आहेत का? संकोच करायचं काही कारण नाही, तुम्ही विचारू शकता. So should we end the meeting? Should we end the meeting?
Yes, if the students want to ask anything.
That's why, sir. Any question?
बच्चों को अगर पूछना है तो पूछ सकते हैं जो 12th के आपके तो अब 2-3 ही महीने बचे एग्जाम के. If you want to ask anything, you may not get such a good chance.
और यदि आप लोगों को पूछते समय थोड़ा संकोच लग रहा होगा, so you can write your question in the chat box. I am reading also. I am reading it. और you can ask. संकोच करायचं काही कारण नाही. विशाखा अंबे, you want to ask something? मॅडम कसं करायचं काय, किंवा तुमच्या मनामध्ये एखाद्या परीक्षेबद्दल प्रश्न असेल किंवा जो पण काही 12वी रिलेटेड असेल.
कोई चैप्टर के बारे में आपको डिफिकल्ट जा रहा है पढ़ने में तो मैडम बता भी देंगे कैसे उसको पढ़ना है.
हाउ यू हैव टू लर्न इट. So sir, maybe they are
ठीक है मैडम, शायद वो हेजिटेट कर रहे हैं शायद बच्चे. शायद
they are hesitating, sir. So at the end I am very much thankful to the principal sir, my dear friend Dr. Shradha Sharma, as well as Dr. Karthik sir and the entire staff of J.M. Patel and my very very dear students, and I am wishing you that is all the best for your exam as well as for your entire life. And hereby I am ending, or I am putting my words.
Thank you so much madam. I mean it was a great pleasure having you with us. बहुत अच्छा लगा, आपने हमारे लिए समय निकाला, हमारे बच्चों को बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीजों के बारे में बताया. मुझे लगता है कि इनके वो जो भी टिप्स आपने दिए हैं वो इनके काम आएंगे पढ़ने के लिए, समझने के लिए, और एग्जाम पेपर को भी अप्रोच करते समय वो जो इम्पोर्टेंट टर्म्स जो लिखना है जो आपने बताया वो बहुत काम आएंगे इन लोगों के. क्योंकि नहीं तो बच्चे आंसर लिख कर आते, बोलते हैं सर मार्क्स तो कम आए करके. तो मार्क्स क्यों कम आए वो उनको मालूम नहीं रहता कि कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट टर्म्स भूल गए. कई बार रट लेते हैं, फिर वो एक आध इंपॉर्टेंट टर्म याद नहीं रहता, जो आता है वो लिख देते हैं बच्चे.
Yes sir.
So thank you once again on behalf of the internal quality assurance cell of the college. I would like to thank you for giving such wonderful guidance to all these students. Our students have also joined this lecture on YouTube live, and I hope even they would also be benefited. It was a wonderful talk, and we look forward to having more lectures for our students like this in the future. Thank you students for joining us. I'd like to thank Dr. Shradha Sharma especially for having recommended your name actually, and it was such a joy listening to your lecture. Thank you madam once again. इसी के साथ हम यहीं पे ये लेक्चर खत्म होता है. मैंने वो YouTube की लिंक जो है वहां पे पोस्ट की है, उसको आप YouTube चैनल पे हमारे जाकर फिर से अगर किसी को कुछ सुनना है तो वो वहां पे जाकर वो वीडियो अवेलेबल है ये लेक्चर का, आप सुन सकते हैं. थैंक यू सो मच मैडम.
Thanks sir. Thanks.
थैंक यू. Thank you. Closing the